Hello and welcome in Bucharest. We are very glad to have you here and honored, of course. I want to talk about this wonderful journey, this musical journey that you've made through your entire career. Is somehow a journey between worlds, between classical, jazz, new worlds. And I want to talk about this because it's very interesting. Not many musicians do this. Not many classical musicians do this, and this is very special.
Yeah, well, for me, I don't make a difference between the different genres. I don't like titles so much, so it's just if the music speaks to me or not, and so then I don't care where it comes from, and I was always interested in improvising, or in general in freedom in music, and of course improvisation gives you the possibility to be more free, but not necessarily, because for instance the piece Sviati, which I will perform tomorrow with the Estonian Philharmonic Chamber Choir, gives you a lot of freedom too. Because it's like a chant, and there's nearly nothing in the score, and you have to somehow develop it yourself. And I'm attracted by this kind of music.
Yes, because you somehow unite these worlds. Yes, in one, and this is beautiful. Usually for classical musicians it's very difficult to cross this path, to go to jazz, to improvisation.
Well, I'm not going to jazz. I'm playing with jazz musicians who improvise, but I'm not playing jazz because this is really different. It's the timing and all that is. But I'm improvising, yes.
Yes, it's a very beautiful path, and it's a very beautiful new genre, I can say, because this kind of music is something new for the 21st century. You've played also with Anwar Brahem, you played also with many other musicians from this new world, let's say.
Well, or from different cultures.
Yes,
also.
from different cultures, yes. And what did you bring from your culture to their culture, and vice versa?
First of all, I'm always bringing my curiosity, and I'm open, and I'm listening. And then, since I had been working in this cross genres since I was 16 already, I'm used to sometimes understand what composers who are not classical composers want to say, but maybe don't know how to write down. So and this I feel it, or it's also this experience from all the those years, and then we meet somehow, because they also I'm only working with composers or musicians who are also open and who want to learn something from my world.
Yes, of course.
And that's always very, very beautiful.
is working with a living composer?
That's the best, because then you know the struggle sometimes, or you suddenly understand what he wanted to say, or she, because everything is possible. There's composers who write nearly nothing into the score, like our part, but you have to know so much to arrive to this purity. Then there's other composers, like I've worked with quite a lot, was Valentin from Ukraine, and he writes a lot. He writes 2 or 3 different things under every note. Yeah. But the goal is the same, to create a freedom, a certain freedom. And for instance, this is very interesting.
Yes, it's very different from playing Bach, for example, and playing a living composer, because you can work with that composer and understand better what he needs from that piece. And I think the difficulty is on the other side. When playing Bach, perhaps you wonder what did he wanted when he wrote that, and you try to make that piece your own and give it to the public. It's a very fascinating world, let's say. Yeah.
But in a way, also there, you have to find your way with this music, your connection with the music, with the composer. And of course you have to study, you have to know about the time and about the rules of this time. And then you should arrive in freedom again. I mean, because in music there's no right or wrong. If it touches the people, or if you feel right, if you do it just for the music, then it's right. If you do it just for yourself, that's dangerous.
Yeah. Is there vulnerability?
Yes.
Yeah. And how do you feel it on stage?
You mean playing Bach?
Playing Bach or playing a recital, for example. Every musician who's on stage is vulnerable somehow.
Yeah, of course.
In front of the public.
I'm vulnerable the most about my own expectations. That's because I want to give my best all the time, but on the other hand, I know we are making mistakes. Everybody's making mistakes, and to accept this, and not to how do you say? There's one sentence I really loved by Celibidache, because he said, rehearsing means 1,000 no's, but playing in a concert means 1 yes. You can work and ask all the questions, but in the moment where you play, you should let go and be free. But this is very hard to achieve.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And you have a very difficult mission, because when you study, you concentrate on the parts that you perhaps you're not very pleased about them, and you want to get better and to go to the perfection with them.
Yeah.
And on stage, yes, you are just that time, and everything has to be perfect.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm also adoring musicians like Keith Jarrett, who went on stage with any, I would say, plan, without any piece, and sometimes he would stop the concert and tell the audience, "I'm sorry, but the music is not there," and you have to be so brave to do that. Yeah, he's one of the few.
Yeah,
and he's one of the greatest artists ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever played something by MS?
Yes, I have played the second piano quartet. Fantastic piece. It's very difficult, but I enjoyed it very much.
Because
and I want to play more.
Yeah, also Georgescu was writing everything in the score.
Like Sylvester. Yeah.
Yes, something in common. Yeah. How would you define the sound of the cello?
Well, we all try to sound like singers, and I'm searching for a warm sound, not too brilliant. I mean, for me, the sound has to show my inner world also, but of course it needs to project for the audience. But it's like a voice.
And about the plans that you have for the future, which are the plans? What other concerts you have, and what other worlds will you visit?
What other worlds? Okay, I will have a lot more concerts with Anu Abraham, with his quartet. I will have a new program with François Couturier. He's my improvising pianist. I have been playing together since 20 years. We have a new program now, and also with Pablo Marquez. He's a guitar player. We played a lot of Schubert together, but now we will soon have a new program with only contemporary compositions. And then I'm working on new solo pieces. It's always ongoing.
Yes. How important is music in our life? I'm asking you this because in schools here in Romania, they are not very interested in music classes or art classes. And my question is, how important is music in our children's life? Because of course, music means creativity, means better person in the end.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid it's a bit the same in Germany.
Yeah.
There's so much music around us, like here in the lobby, all the time. That means people are not listening anymore. They think that they're listening, but in fact they are not. And okay, I'm also teaching. I'm also teaching children or young people, but maybe they are exceptions. And I really think we have to work on that. That people understand that music is connecting everybody. We don't need words to listen to music together and to understand also music of other cultures. You don't need to know anything, but you have to be open and you have to listen.
Do you think, are we dominated by technology?
I think so, yes. Yes.
Also in the musical world?
Also there, because more and more with all the social medias, it's more about how do I look like, how did the audience react, how many likes did I get. This is, maybe you're still a fantastic musician, but your concentration is not only in the music, it's also there. And I think it destroys a lot. but we cannot go back,
Yeah,
I'm afraid.
of course.
But we should be aware of that. And of course, for instance, I'm seeing many musicians, if they listen to another concert, they're also checking their phones. Yes. So we are addicted.
Yes, this is the word. Yes.
Not everybody, but many people are, and also musicians. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a serious problem.
It's
yes. Also in the concert halls, the public holding the phone and recording that, because you somehow cut your connection with the musician.
Yeah, that was a very strong impression to me, because I played several years ago in Bran Castle, and we had a rehearsal when the public was still visiting the castle, and we were sitting there, so they were coming down the stairs, and everybody just came down, took a photo, and went on. And I felt like an animal in this zoo or something. Yeah. And the people are not aware about that. I mean, it's very strange.
Yes, it's very strange.
Nobody was interested. What are they doing there? Yeah. No, there's somebody sitting. Okay, let's take a photo. That's it. And this can happen also in before concerts, when you have a rehearsal. You're confronted with that all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but it might change. I mean, also here, Keith Jarrett was the first who said no filming, no recording, nothing, and everybody was like, why? But he was absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. We need the connection. We need not to lose the connection with the musicians on stage. Well, let's hope somehow.
But I know here in Romania you have a fantastic audience. From my concerts I played here, I always thought this is special.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.